Okay, I just want to show a movie loading from scratch this MXD file right here, which is linked to this MDB file and linked to this TIFF file. And to do that, I'm going to go up here. I've loaded up SurvPC. It comes up with a button here that says continue last job or select new or existing. We're going to do select new or existing job. Here it's looking in the C drive and we have coordinate files listed. And I want to actually list ArcMap documents. Now it shows one here, but this is not the location I want to go to. I want to go to SurvPC training right here. Pick this one and double pick here, and that is the file that I want to load from scratch. So I pick this and I hit the green button and it's loading an ArcMap or ESRI MXD file. Now when it comes up with this distance metric decimal meters projection WGS 1984 UTM zone 18 north, you don't want to change anything because this is now read directly from ESRI's PRJ file. So we just pick OK here. It just shows you what has been loaded already as the geographical zone 883 or UTM, in this case UTM zone 18N. So I pick the green button. Now let's go right to the map screen. And this is how ESRI was stored right before. Let me go to it was saved, and I'm going to do zoom extents, and there is the data. And if you go up here to the feature class and pick in here, you can see that we have UG enclosure access, manhole, clean out, system, and lateral line, gravity main, buildings, pump station, and if I scroll down, you can see underground closure and so forth. And at this point, I'm going to hit the back arrow key, and if I go up to view, I can do the same thing here, layer. And let's say that I want to turn off the TIFF file. I can turn it off right there, pick this guy right there. And now, let's say that I want to draw a line from this green dot there to this green dot, but I want to do it in the line layer. Well, you have to be, if you want to do draw and draw data, you must be in the layer that allows you to draw line work or polygons. So I'm going to go to the drop down here, and well, first let's go up here, and this is like a info button. If I pick on there, it tells me that it's a gravity main. If I pick on the green dot there, it tells me it's a manhole. So I want to draw a gravity main from this manhole to that manhole. And I can come up here and do draw 2D polyline. And I just want to show you, you see how you have sketch here? Or if you go to Kogo and you come down to create points and you have draw points, locate points, sketch, you can just sketch. Let's go up here and go down to preferences and see how I have checked free sketch. If you turn that off and pick the green button and go back to draw and do polyline, notice that you only have 3 options, or if you go to Kogo, go to create points, you only have these 4 and you don't have free sketch. So we're going to go back to preferences, turn on free sketch, and we'll go to draw, polyline, and now we have 2D sketch. Go to Kogo, go to create points, and now we have draw locate points by sketch. And I'm going to pick this one, and you can still sketch by snapping. So now if I pick here, and I'm in CSCRD, and it says elevation, hit return, and then it description, point number 1. And what it did was, if I do polyline and point again, and hit return, point 2. Notice it did not draw a line there, and I'm going to hit escape to exit out, and there's no line drawn, but 2 points were drawn. That's because when you hit this button right here, and this is a CSCRD, that is for points only, and back to the screen. If I pick on the info button, pick right on the right there, you can see it's gravity main. What we need to do is change to gravity main. So I scroll down, pick gravity main, make it current. It says right now CSCRD is current. Pick here. If you double pick on it, it will tell you that the feature is a polyline and it's not current yet. If you do current, lateral line is also a polyline. I go to buildings and I say make it current, buildings, and it's a polygon. So I want to go back to gravity main and do current. Pick OK. We're back. And now if I go to draw and do polyline, and I can do 2D, it doesn't matter. Sketch allows you to pick arbitrarily in space with no snapping at all. And I'll show you how that's done actually. Let's go to 2D sketch. And I want to pick from this endpoint, not from this circle right there. So I pick endpoint, and I'm going to pick this guy here and pick right there. Notice it snapped to that endpoint. Now, if you want to snap to arbitrary just on the screen, pick this icon, pick anywhere, and I'll pick right about there. And it does that. Now I'm going to go to endpoint, and I can either pick this endpoint or that endpoint. It doesn't really matter. And now I'm done, so I can type E to end. And it comes up with the data. And obviously I can pick true, false, doesn't really matter. And go to next, 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 project ID. And just going through all the sewer type. You can come up here and say domestic and next and subtype wet well. We'll just say gravity. Do next, pipe installation. So it's bringing up all the fields or domains that were in the database. And we'll just go below ground and next. Quite a few things to input. And we'll go ahead and store it. And you can see that it took on the same characteristics of those two. Now I want to put a manhole right there. So again, if I come up here, pick that, that's a manhole. So that tells me that I have to change the layer to manhole. Oh, it's right there. And I have to either double pick on it, I guess not, do current, and there it is, manhole, and it is a point. Come up here, and now if I go up to Kogo and do create points, and I'll just do draw locate, sketch a point, and we're going to do endpoint. I'll pick right there at the endpoint there. And it says elevation. I'll just hit return, and we'll just say manhole. And that would be point number 3. So it's created a manhole, and we will hit enter, and there is the manhole for that location. And that was incorrect. Again, I did it wrong. So if I pick on this guy here and do delete, see how it went to the CSCRD. Points work differently than line work, where you just have to select the layer. In points, you have to select the code that's for manhole. So I'm going to do delete. Are you sure you want to delete this point? Yes. And now we're going to go back, and I'm going to do create points, draw, locate, sketch. Doesn't matter which one I do. And we'll do endpoint here. Pick this guy here. And for description, we'll hit return, and manhole. Okay, and right here, we'll go up here and pick 3MXD and pick the button right there. And that is the code for MXD. So you have to pick here, come down and pick the codes. All these are the codes that are coming from the MXD file. And I have other codes that I've created that are just regular for CSCRD points. But these are for the MXD file to get the prompting for the manhole. So I picked that again, 3MXD, and we're going to go ahead and hit enter. Point number 4, I could say 3 because I deleted it, but I didn't. And at this point, true, false, data source, GPS positional survey will say, then I'll just do next, next. Just going through the prompt. I'm going to go through all of them this time. And sewer type. And here we're just going to say domestic, material, cast iron. Well, it's quite a few. Okay, this is what I was really trying to get at, is that you want to see where the symbol was, it's coming from, and there's only one symbol, so we'll just use that symbol there. Okay, store that. And there you have it. And now, if we want to have point numbers show up for the, not just the CSCRD points, you can see 1, 2 there, but we want to look at the points on the manhole. We can come out to File, go to Points, and you can see here's manhole, and we just created 10 right there. And if I do aliases up here, pick point ID, pick the green button, and there's feature ID. That's pretty much the standard one you want to set there, and just go set new alias. All right, and it says feature ID, and pick green button there, and pick the green button. Let's go back here, and now if we pick on this guy and do edit, input edit attributes, go to next, we're looking for feature ID. Hey, there it is. And we're going to say 10, because I can see up here it says 10 right there. Save it. Pick this guy there, and we'll exit out. And exit out, and there's point 10. Okay, I'm just wanted to briefly make a quick movie on how to plot points and polygon lines or polygons. Like if I wanted to do a building, here, let's turn on the TIFF file again. And at this point, let's just say I want to make a building out of this pad right there. So I'd window up. I'm going to free sketch it, even though it's not a building, it's a helicopter pad. That's interesting. Come up here, scroll down, pick there, do current, building, polygon. Pick OK, go to draw, polyline, 2D sketch, and see this icon right here? This allows you to just snap arbitrarily on the screen right here. So we'll just pick right there. Come up here, you have to pick it every time though. Pick it there. And one last time. And do C to close. There's the building, and we'll just sell Hilo score pad. Store that. And there you see, I've created a new building called Hilo Pad at that location. So you can essentially draw, and if I pick on there, I can edit it and change that if I want to. And that pretty much shows you how you can create points, polylines, or polygons. You have to be in the layer for the polygons and the polylines, and when you're creating points in the screen, you have to use the codes. Again, draw locate points, and if I want to window up right here and put a gravity main right there, I would pick there, unable to snap. Oh, you know what? Hit escape. This is where I have to go up to draw, go create points, draw locate by points by sketch, pick this icon there, and we will pick right there, elevation, hit return, and this is where you come up here and you want to put a manhole there. We'll put a clean out there, and we'll pick OK, and hit return for 4 MXD, and that will be 5. And we'll just go down see if we can find the symbol. See if it's preset. Symbol type. We'll see if I have to set it. Domestic. Nope, it's already preset. Okay. Store, and there you have it. There's the symbol. If I pick it, oh, hit escape, and let's pick it and do edit. Put edit attributes, and you can see that those are the information. That's the information that's in the database. Okay, and I just wanted to show you that. And let's go up to zoom extents. Now, if you actually have a database that you want to insert, you can go to the layer command here, or you can just pick over here and do add, and you can see that it's in this location here. I'm just going to go back one, go to this location here. Notice there's an MDB file here. I'm going to pick this one here, pick OK. Pick it. Okay, I have to double pick on it. Now, if I want to add just wastewater options, double pick here. And you can see that these are the prompting that I can add. I can actually add from another MDB file stored in ESRI, and I want to do meters. So I'll pick that and pick this, and notice that we have it there. Now, if you want to move it up so you can see this, you can move it up to the top. Okay, and that's at the very top. I'll move it down below Carlson Software CRD file. And I'll make it current. Right now, buildings are current. Pick this, pick the green button right there. And now if I just want to create a point, and it's made it current, but I'm going to use that code. Pick here, and I think meters are points, so we'll do just draw locate a sketch point, and I'll just window up right here, and I'll just pick this point right there. Pick this point there. Return for elevation. Let's go here and see if I added it. There it is. Added it to that, and we will pick OK and hit return. And that will be 6. And there you go. You have the prompting from, I don't know what that is, code status. Wow, that's quite interesting. They got everything in there for this. All right, we'll just do next. See what they all have in here. I'll just say JC, Jim Carlson. Pick next. Looking for any symbology. Just keep going through. Oh, that's it. I don't see any symbols. Well, you know what? I can't create points. I can't create symbols if it's not stored in the ESRI MXD file. So there was no symbology created for that code. Now, if I try to pick on it, here, let me hit escape and see if I can pick on it and edit it. No, I can't edit it. Oh well. If I go to points right there and pick this one right there, there's that point. I'll do edit and put edit attributes and do net. You can see DCA was stored. JC is the creator. See if they have a feature ID. Curious. See who the owners are. Well, let's just say W. Do next. I don't see any feature ID. All right. Well, there's some standard formats in ESRI for plotting shape files by points, polygons, and polylines that are not in this MDB file that was referenced from another ESRI MXD file that I was borrowing from. But I don't see any way of drawing the symbology if they don't have an actual field for the symbology. So anyway, feature class, let's see what this says. apron and code status. Let's see if I can, no. All right, so I'll do no. All right, so right now, apron, I'll just say code feature class will be the, okay, let's do this, exit out, and I want to create an alias for this and see apron, at least the text show up. So I go to alias, and I'm going to do point ID, pick the there, and scroll down. See, they have asset ID. Okay, we'll use that one. Set that is asset ID. Pick OK. Then I'll do edit and do input, and I'm looking for asset ID. This is WW meter. Asset ID. Okay, and this one I'll just say is A1 right there, and we'll save that. Pick this and exit out and go to the map screen, and okay, well, I still don't see the text there, so W meter, that's WW meter, and if I go to points again, WW meter, and point A1. Let's make sure I got the asset ID. I don't think I see the same. I see creator. Let's do creator. I know that I put that in. JC, this is correct. Go there. And I guess because there's no symbol, it won't plot, because in ESRI you have to preset the symbol to get it to plot the label next to the symbol. So that's the dilemma that we're having here. It's really a ESRI issue that you have to store this ahead of time in the MXD file to get it to plot the symbol with the label. So anyway, I just wanted to do a brief movie on how this all worked, and current, I'm just going to end out right here and zoom out, and there you go.